Hello, in this video I will show you how to remove and replace the front brake discs and brake pads on Ford Transit MK6. These are the brake discs and the brake pads right there. In order to remove them, first we need to remove the brake caliper, also the brake caliper support, and then we take out the brake disc along with the wheel hub. We'll start by removing the brake caliper. The brake caliper is held by two bolts on the rear, one on top and one on the bottom. The top bolt is right there and the bottom bolt is down there. First we get a screwdriver and try to push in the brake cylinder a little bit so that we can get the brake caliper out easier from the brake disc. And now we can remove the two bolts. If the video is useful, please like and comment on the video and subscribe to the channel to see more videos like this. Next, to get the brake caliper out, we'll put it to the side, maybe hold it on a rope or something, just so that it hangs somewhere. Next, we're going to remove the two bolts holding the brake caliper support. This is one of the bolts and this is the other bolt right there, and then we'll take out the brake caliper support. Next, we need to remove the whole wheel hub along with the brake disc. In order to remove that wheel hub, we need to remove those Torx bolts which are in the holes right there. There are 6 bolts. If they're not aligned, just turn the wheel hub and they'll align, and then you can remove them. When I put the Torx in there, if it doesn't want to go in all the way, maybe hammer it in a little bit to make sure that it's in all the way, so that you don't do any damage to the bolt. And then take a big ratchet and just try and turn it. And they shouldn't be that hard to turn. Do that on every bolt, loosen every bolt, and then afterwards you can take an electric ratchet and then remove them faster. Now that all the bolts are loosened, I'm going to take an electric ratchet and just remove them completely. Now that all the bolts are removed, the wheel hub should be free to remove, but in most cases it's not free because it might be rusted. You might want to hammer it out a little bit in order to separate it. So I'm going to hammer it down there. If you're going to be replacing the disc, you might want to hammer it on the disc as well. I'm hammering it there, and when I see a little bit of separation, you can see the separation right there. Now I'm going to use a chisel and try to separate it with the chisel. If it's really stuck, you might want to use an air chisel to make the hole bigger there. If it doesn't want to separate that easily, you might want to hammer it on that plate over there, and then hammer it with a chisel, and then it will come out eventually. Here you can see the separation is becoming even bigger, so now we can even put in bigger chisel, and it will come out eventually. Make sure you hit it from all sides so that it comes out evenly. You can see the wheel hub is almost out, maybe just a little bit of hammering to come out. And that's the wheel hub and the wheel bearing along with the brake disc out. Now I'll show you behind the brake disc. Behind the brake disc, this is the wheel bearing. In order to separate the brake disc from the wheel hub, we need to remove those 5 bolts, and if you want to replace the wheel bearing, we need to remove the center bolt. I'm going to be removing it just to show how it is done. If you want to replace only the brake disc, you don't have to remove it. Next, I'm going to remove the 5 bolts holding the wheel hub to the brake disc. To remove the center bolt, we're going to hammer it out a little bit. I'm going to first put the nut on and then hammer it out. Again, like I said, if you want to replace only the brake disc, you don't need to remove it. And there's the center bolt out. Now we're going to remove the brake disc from the wheel hub. Should be already free as we removed all the bolts, so look how it's separated. Just need to wiggle it a little bit and it's separated. And that's the wheel hub separated from the brake disc. Now we're going to replace the brake disc, and putting it on is in the exact reverse order. Now that the wheel hub is put onto the new brake disc, we need to lift up a little bit the brake disc, align the holes and put in the 5 bolts. Next we're going to put on the center bolt and tighten it. Before we put the wheel hub back on the car, we need to clean the space where the wheel hub is sitting. We also need to clean this space as well where the wheel hub is going to be sitting on, and then afterwards maybe lubricate it with grease. And now we're going to put the wheel hub back on the car and put on the bolts holding it and tighten them. Now that all the bolts holding the wheel hub to the suspension are tightened, next we're going to put on the brake caliper support and tighten the bolts. Next we're going to remove the two sliders and check if they need to be greased. they don't seem to come out very easily, so they might want to be greased. We can see that they're not very greased, so first we're going to clean them with sandpaper, and then we're going to grease them with a special grease for brakes, high temperature grease, and then we're going to put them on again. Next we're going to put the two brake pads on. Before putting the brake caliper back on, first we're going to use a brake cylinder compression tool, and we're going to press the brake cylinder all the way in. First one of the cylinders and then the other cylinder, because there is two cylinders on this brake caliper. So we're going to push it all the way in and do the same on the other one. And now we're going to put the brake caliper in its place, put on the two bolts and tighten them. The procedure is the same on the other wheel. After you replace both brake discs, then when you go into the car, don't forget to press the brake pedal a couple of times, just so that the brake cylinder returns to normal position. Hopefully the video was helpful. Please like and comment on the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.